one of our visional focuses with Going Global is self-sustaining projects. And so when we went to Zimbabwe, obviously we're observing the need, right? Sometimes you think visually, you got to have a preconceived idea, but we're learning that vision sometimes can happen by observation and the demand of the need on the ground. And so we were, again, captured by those people. We wanted to send some missionaries to stay there just to learn and discover more about what's happening on the ground. So we sent a young couple, Casey and Tanya Nichols, and they stayed on the farm. And while on the farm, they want to be productive, they want to make an impact. They discovered that this would be a great self-sustaining project, meaning, hey, let's build a chicken run, bring 5,000 hens into this house, be able to sell those eggs on the wholesale market, as well as provide eggs and food for the families there. And so we this side raised the funds, sent that to them, and they built that first chicken run.
To God be the glory.
Yes. What is it? In Shana, to God be the glory. What is that? So you only have 2 weeks where you're not selling chickens.
Yeah. Because as soon as we finish the second one, then we will get in the smaller ones.
So an entire cycle here is producing almost $20,000, $18,000. So there's going to be some expenses. We're going to have to keep things up, and they're doing that. This is kept up really good. But if we just gave you $20,000, you would spend it on the children, which is good.
Yeah.
But it would stop.
Yeah, I like the Mosaic Church. They're helping us to stand on our own. They say, how best can you help you? So that at the end of the day, you can stand on your own. You can feed your own children.
Yeah.
You can do your own business. So at the end, so it's like we think and we share the idea.
I just keep thinking of, this is like the step ladder. Somebody's being generous. Somebody's generosity has become a step ladder so that people can eat, can provide.
That, for me, is one of the most amazing things about the chicken run. So the collateral blessings of that is the eggs, the hens begin to really produce. And they began to sell those in market. They were paying for staff to care for these kids. And they were still saving money. And as a result, they bought a couple cows. Those cows are breeding. They're producing more cows. And before long, after maybe a year or so, there's 100 head of cow as a result of selling eggs. And so the whole farming project just kind of took on a whole different administrative state.
Okay, so this is working. If you could see, man, this whole section has been cleaned out. Like, you can't really hardly tell there's chickens wherever here. It's really clean, but it's empty. Not because they need to expand, but because this was filled with chickens, and all of these chickens have gone to the market. So in a lot of villages, out in the bush or in other places, like, the chickens are kind of small. And like, you can just tell, but man, these chickens are really well fed. It's crazy. This is what makes such a massive difference in all of the work here. Like, we have the land and we have some cattle, but without this, without the chickens, without these chicks, it's running out. But there's a key to it being sustainable, and it's here. That if you came and you only saw children, you would miss it. I love what Pastor was saying earlier, that the question from Going Global was, what can we do for you that will help you stand on your own 2 feet? I love that. We travel around the world. We've seen missions organizations that had a great heart but a poor strategy. And I think that the investment in Going Global, you have people that have the heart, but they also are looking for the strategy. And they found people here in Zimbabwe that also think for themselves, that are saying, we need some more expertise in agriculture. But this right here unlocked something. Because if I just gave you money, it would run out.
It will run, yes.
Yeah.
It will run out.
But
we buy food for the children, and at the end, we don't have it.
Yeah.
It's gone. We need more.
Yeah.
But this is recycling.
Thank you for your generosity that allows people around this world to get up off the ground and stand on their feet.